Respect is needed in every relationship. Work relationships, sport relationships, and the relationship type covered in this video, a romantic relationship. There are a lot of ways these relationships can be something positive, the same way there are many ways they can be something negative. For a relationship to be positive and therefore respectful, there needs to be trust, respect, communication, strength, and honesty. For these qualities to be present in a relationship, one must know both what they mean and how they apply to the relationship. Trust is the ability to rely upon the other person in the relationship and vice versa. Some examples of trust being demonstrated in a relationship include keeping one's partner's secrets, keeping promises, and being able to express something that one's partner may disagree with without fear of being judged. Trust is important in relationships because it ensures that both partners feel safe with each other and do not fear what they may have revealed in confidence being exposed. If a relationship does not have trust, it does not have the security and safety it would otherwise have, and in turn may be emotionally testing. Respect in a relationship is when both parties in the relationship are treated equally and with dignity. Some examples of respect in a relationship include listening to a partner's point of view, being sensitive of the other partner's emotions, and treating the other partner as an equal. Respect is important in relationships as it ensures that all members of a relationship feel accepted and allows for appropriate expression of oneself. Communication in a relationship is sharing thoughts, feelings, and opinions as a means to get input from the other member of the relationship. Communication is both verbal and non-verbal, as one's body language and tone can either aid the verbal message or hinder it. For example, if someone said they cared about the other in an uninterested tone and while facing another direction, it would not come across as genuine and may imply the opposite message. Examples of positive communication in a relationship include informing the other person what is and what is not working in the relationship, listening to the other person's qualms, opinions, and feelings, as well as letting them speak without interruption. Communication is important in relationships for partners to understand each other. Communication also requires honesty, so both partners' truths are taken into consideration. Strength in a relationship is the ability for the relationship to persist in spite of hardships. Strength in a relationship is the most important part in maintaining the relationship. However, it should be understood that this does not necessarily warrant a positive relationship. An example of this is if someone is a committed relationship and they've had children with this person and they discovered that their partner has not been loyal, but they stick with them for the sake of their children. The relationship persevered because it was made strong by the children, but it is clearly not a relationship where there can be trust or respect. A situation like that has a far larger moral dilemma than this video requires, if they should stick together for the sake of the children or whatnot. However, strength in a relationship can also mean the ability to make tough decisions. Some examples of strength in positive relationships include sticking together through disagreements, helping the other partner through a tough time, and could even mean remaining friends with an ex. Positive relationships rely on several traits to be positive, like the ones mentioned throughout the video, and these traits ultimately make the relationship pleasant for all parties involved. Following these qualities is the best way to ensure that a relationship is not only positive, but also not negative, as negative relationships can be emotionally taxing, and may even be emotionally, verbally, or physically abusive, which is why it's so important to make sure a relationship is respectful and safe. Thank you for listening.